Okay, again, just a couple of seconds after I ask the question, what is improv?
So improv is making up theatre, basically. So it's essentially a practice where you make up scenes or you play games on the spot. And it's immense fun. It's really great. I've been an improviser now for 25 years, I think. I started kind of doing improv at drama school. And when I came out of drama school, I found that the work I was most interested in was the improvised work. And it kind of, that sort of carries on through all of my work because it's about creating something that responds to the moment. So I started off doing work with Empty Space Theatre with Andrew Holmes and Andrew St John, and then moved on to working with Flux with the late great Chris Johnston, which was a lovely experience, and he was incredible as a teacher and a holder of space. And I often kind of see people from Flux in different kind of walks of life, and we're all still out there performing. And then really just kind of general improvised work. When I had my theatre company, Ladders to the Moon, when I founded that, our work was interactive improvised on the street, so in character improvisation. So I've been in that position also directing improv, which is great. And then sort of since 2018, I've been working on the Unqualified Yes, which is essentially an improv company that occasionally does shows but kind of runs classes to introduce other people to all the joys of improv. And sort of in the meantime, I've done kind of bits of training with sort of people from the Maydays, Katie Shute I did a workshop with recently. So it's really interesting working with kind of different performers and kind of sort of gleaning things from different people's styles. So.
And do people have to have some kind of acting experience to do this?
Absolutely not. So I always say the people who make good improvisers are the people who are really curious about other people and who are good listeners. And if you have both of those things, that's pretty much all you need. So because improv is just really responding to kind of what's there and responding to kind of your own impulses. So you don't need any acting experience. And actually sometimes it's a struggle for actors who are used to scripted work because they're used to having that control of knowing what's happening next. So often it takes them the longest to kind of let go and just kind of allow all their incredible acting skills to kind of inform their improv. So yeah, no experience needed. And I think as well, it's not necessarily something you need to use for performance. I know improvisers that have done classes for years but don't actually want to perform. They just enjoy that space of playing, like we used to do as kids in the playground. You go, oh, you be this and you be this, and then you're just in that imaginary world, and it's a place to do that. So it's great for creativity and confidence boosting, and I think as well it's also kind of a place to almost try out stuff. Like, you might be confident doing something in a scene, you kind of go, oh, I could give that a go in real life. So I think it's just having that place to play is really important, and I think that's why so many people are drawn to it. And it's funny as well. I mean, we do dramatic improv, but also a lot of the classes are kind of more focused on comedy improv. So certainly in my Thursday night class, we have never left a Thursday night class without falling about in laughter at several points in the class. So actually, just if you want to have a good laugh with other people, it's great for that as well.
So what can somebody expect who's never done improv before? What can they expect when they come along to one of your classes?
So essentially classes kind of follow a similar structure. So you'll come in, meet people, we'll introduce everybody. We do kind of a bit of a warm-up thing just to kind of shake off your everyday, kind of allow you to leave your kind of everyday stuff at the door. And then we do like really simple kind of games and exercises that are really easy to do. I mean, really easy to do. It's I'm trying to think. My favourite is what's in the box, where you just have an imaginary box in front of you and you kind of pull out what it is. That's a ball if you're wanting. And that's the idea with improv. It doesn't have to be clever or funny. I think that's the thing. People watch improvisers on something like Whose Line Is It Anyway? And what it looks like from the outside is they're incredibly clever and incredibly quick and incredibly funny. But what they're actually doing is just listening to each other and responding to what's there. So some of my job is trying to kind of get rid of people's ideas that I have to be clever and I have to be funny, and getting them to just go, it looks like that from the outside, but what you're actually doing is a lot easier. So it's like an easy way to look clever and funny. I mean, who doesn't want that?
That's wonderful. I love it. I think you've got everything that I've got kind of done.
Cool.
I think